have a singer and she doesn't have a microphone, and I think that you were just a bit too loud. Okay? The trick in this kind of situation, and I'm a loud player. The trick is that you have to make sure that you hear everything to get it right. This was amazing. I mean, for my ears. We do it again. We can now take it to a different place and allow yourself to be more experimental with your instrument, whether the voice, the instrument, maybe if there is a pianist that wants to join in. Don't worry, you'll find it. Okay. Okay. How do you think this be extended? Can we do it with 8 piece or with 12 piece or with 60 of us?
I think you have to take turns and give each other room. Amos will be Amos, you do your thing, and each of us
try to take it to his own territory. Okay? Do it again. something like that. What we will do together, we will do just the arpeggios. Yeah? Booba booba be ba ba booba 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 be be ba. You sing as well. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. Booba booba be ba booba 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 be be ya. Yeah? Ba booba booba ba booba 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 be be ya. Going forward. 1. Do it again if I remember. Okay, good, good, come with an approach note to each of the notes. 1. The rhythm. 1, ta-tika-ta-pash. 1, ta-tika-ta-pash. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, ta-tika-ta-pash. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. 1. When I work on these kind of things, I just take 2, 5, 1, just one, like something that is easy for me. D minor 7, G7, C. I put it on 55 BPM, really slow, a ballad, and I find something that I really like, something that I like. Okay? And I really internalize it. And then I do it throughout the instrument. Now this works for bebop phrasing. As you probably know, there are some tricks with bebop. There is this scale. It's kind of a diminished scale, start with a semitone, yeah? Yeah, but what is the name of it in Yaron? You know what is the name of it in English? We don't know. Yeah? So, Tony, what how do you call Moshe, it's Moshe, no?
Moshe?
Moshe, yeah. Moshe, no Moshe, yeah? No, I don't know. What is the name of this? No, Diminish, but there is a name for the one that starts with the semitone.
Half-tone. Half-tone, not
Asol. You play Asol? Okay, so can you play? Okay, can you play the 2/5? So what I'm doing now, I'm just playing this scale. So we have D minor, G, 7, C. I just play the Asol starting on G, okay? No, I'm playing on saxophone, but the Asol scale. Yeah. Not playing the Asol on the saxophone. 1, 2, let's listen for it. 2, 3, 4. I'm just playing the fifth. Very simple. That's the scale. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Close. Stop playing together. You hear the kick off nicely, huh? Now we do it with this triplet. Yeah, the triplet one. Yeah. And then you can start. Yeah. You can start on. I can start on each of the notes of the scale. So I can start on the G. Sorry, on the G, on the G sharp, on the A sharp. 1, 2, 3, Now we start on semitone up. Up. Okay, so once you understand that, this, I think that it sounds very vivo pitch, yeah? If we play fast and so on and so on. So you can see that there is a very simple idea that can be utilized as long as you give it the time and the attention and focus on it and finding your own color. So I realized that when I try to show it to some of my students, no, it won't work. You have to take this scale and to make it work, you have to make it work. Yeah? To find a rhythm that works. I just showed you a very simple rhythm that works. Yeah? You can do a lot of other things. It's exactly the same scale. If you look at this scale, you can look at it as two diminished scale. You can take it very far. I mean, not very, very far. Very far.
Far enough.
Far, Saba.
Fair enough.
Far enough. to have a career. I had a career, that's with this scale. This is my one and only scale. Okay? Very simple ideas. You can own them and make them into an art form.
There is no money.
It used to be money. Now,
Simple money.
now if you're lucky, it's Bitcoin.
Simple money.
But, okay, question.
Question here.
Yeah.
I've heard somewhere that there are some notes to avoid, when you're making a progression, like a 2, 5, 1, and so on.
Yeah.
Do you really pay attention to that, or it's not that important?
Okay, so let me tell you what I think about it. But first I have to think about it. I don't want to tell you something that's I always say bullshit, but I want to look thoughtful. Okay. My idea is that you can play 12 notes on everything. Okay, you can give me now. We are on 2-5 now, 2-5-1 on C, and you give me what note?
F.
That suppose F.
F.
F easy.
F
Yeah. F sharp easier. Yeah. And I can also cheat. No. Because once you understand that what we did now, so every note, even if it's not in the right place, it can be an approach note. Okay? So yeah. Yeah. This is the F sharp. Yeah. Yeah, it's once you build yourself this skeleton, yeah, the bone that the music is sitting on, you can play any note. And it's a very good exercise. You can have, make pieces of paper with all the notes and pick a note and that is completely out and try to integrate it. Yeah? Yeah, now, at the moment, we just looked at 2-5-1s in a very bebop-ish way, yeah? Now, we do exactly the same thing. Some of you, especially saxophonists, pianists, like to work, you also like trumpet, the one trumpet, like pentatonic.
Pentatonic is the best.
Yeah. Yeah? So, yeah, just 5 notes. Yeah? So, so what I'll do now, I will play the pentatonic, the minor pentatonic of the, I will just play A pentatonic, A minor pentatonic. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll play it first. I play the pentatonic in the most traditional way. 3, Yeah, it works, of course. Yeah. But then we have all these ideas that mixing pentatonics. The way I work on it, I find the pentatonics that sound, other pentatonic that sound very, very, very nice. So, for instance, if I'm in A minor pentatonic, I think that E minor will sound also very nice. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. I make it very short. This kind of ideas take maybe 1 year or maybe 20 years or maybe lifetime to work on. Yeah? But the whole idea is that I experiment with the sound. I put the ivory pro on one chord and I see what works. And then we get into the playing outside. So I always explore this chord work with, I mentioned because of your F sharp, with the farthest. Yeah? So we were in A minor. Yeah? I move between A minor and D sharp. Yeah? Minor. And I see how it works. If it works, I start to develop my phrasing. So the whole idea, it comes back that even when we mimic the sound of jazz, we still must find our voice, our color in it. And you can hear it yesterday in the gig. Johannes played something, what was it, night in Tunisia. Carlo played something very unique sound. Maybe it was also not, both completely different color that I've never heard on this tune. Randolph did this amazing thing with Yaro. I played with him something that you just tell him, give him one note, call it boing.
Yeah.
I thought last to call it 787, it's like, but I don't, one point, let's call it Airbus. Nobody wants point now. Anyway, questions. Is it too complicated what I'm talking about?
Sometimes.
You have three messages. The first message is trying to also look at yourself and find out what is there. The second was make your ears fly. You have to hear each
Absolutely.
other. The third thing you said is make things simple. And
Yeah.
train as long as it's possible to
Yeah.
make new choices with new instruments or with another scale.
Yeah.
I think these three ideas may manage to play with it. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, thanks.
Ears is important. Ron
Yeah.
Carter has a good
Yeah.
saying. He always say when he goes to a session or to a gig, he says, bring another set of ears, yeah? Take even 4. It's better than
No,
even 2. 6 even better, yeah.
No, but this is the whole idea. The idea is the most complicated ideas. We can. I don't say that. I don't think that it's the most complicated idea. But when you listen to bebop, it sounds initially when you hear Charlie Parker first, you go, what the fuck, man? But it's really, really simple. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the phrase. Sorry. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And all the other thing is that the ornament in between.
And remember,
when you practice is to have a dialogue with yourself. It's kind of a form of a musical masturbation. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't agree especially. Yeah? One, confirmation, let's say. 1, 2, 3. I play with the finger. Yeah? Again, if you do that, you must have your own voice because it's not the fingers that are in control of your music, it's you. Yeah.
Another great addition as a forceful. I find as a low-level player that when you start playing your own singing, it works a little bit, and suddenly the emotions come up and you lose control. So what can you do to keep always control?
Listen, I'm a person with no emotion. You have maybe Tony or restraint. This is something that I say every year, Each of us is very good in few things and very bad in others. The way to get better is to fight the bad habits, which is a lifetime struggle. It's not something. They are with you forever. Yeah, but you just have to know how to handle them. All right? If you know that you are too emotional, just
No, you have to come in a position to watch yourself doing it and not be too deep in. So you have to keep control.
yeah. So, for instance, when you become too emotional, you speed up. Am I right? Yeah. So you walk with a metronome. Yeah. This is why they invented the metronome, especially in Germany, because they know that you are emotional people. Very emotional.
Sometimes you don't control your emotions as well.
No, this is our people.
When you are a beginner, you don't even have a voice. And you're thinking of a legend, like a Chinese thing to learn how to articulate, like short mouth, for example, special way of articulating the sound or the interpretation of teacher.
I know what you're saying. You're right. It's a dialectics. Yeah.
I'm trying to meaning that. And the question is, when can I say that I found my voice?
Maybe you will never find your voice. It's an open possibility. And maybe, okay, it's a dialectics. Okay? Your voice, mimicking, copying, yeah? Most of us are somewhere in the middle. Some people, I don't know, Ornette Coleman, very, very much there. A lot of saxophonists are very much in the mimicking of Michael Brecker, or Chicory or whatever. Most of us are in the middle. And you have to decide yourself where you want to be, where you can be. It's a very personal thing. I'm just, what I tried to tell you today, to be aware of these two poles. Okay? So it's not just mimicking. Mimicking is important.
But it's boring in some way.
Maybe. And some people are doing it so well that they even have a career out of it. One of our most successful projects was a tribute to Charlie Parker. But even there, it was very important for me not to sound completely like Charlie Parker, mainly because I knew that I can't. Okay? So to give it something that is a bit personal. Okay? Jazz, when it was great, it was when it was amalgam of a lot of personal voices. And I tell you how I see it, and this is for me why I gave you this talk today. I started to play jazz in the 80s. So my heroes naturally was the musicians of the 50s, 60s, 70s maybe. And when I listened to Miles Davis for the first time, I could hear a lot of different voices. So Miles playing is this broken way, and then Cannonball comes with this melodic thing, and then Coltrane. Miles and Bill Evans, it's like everybody told a different story. When I listen to contemporary jazz, I hear a lot of people telling the same story on different instruments. Now, we have a lot of jazz, we have a lot of jazz education, but no many people like jazz as much as they like it in the 50s. You know why? Because it's shit. Because it's not as good. It is not as bluesy. It is not as unique. And it is our job to make it unique. Our job as musicians. And what I kind of, I'm doing this course, I don't know, for 20 years, and I run it, I don't know, maybe for 10 years. It's very important for me not to have one very academic. You can see that in every instrument we have different teachers that come from different places. Because I believe that we are all somewhere in between this mimicking, original. We have to find our way in between. This is our I see music. This is my philosophy. It's not very deep. But this is what it is. Jazz is not deep. It's supposed to be entertainment. And it's not entertaining anymore.
I must say I've been here quite a while. He gets better, not in playing, but in teaching.
Correct. All right? Any final question? Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, a question about practice. I mean, I really struggle with finding time. I always think there's too little time for practice, but I know it can be more efficient. What recommendations would you give for practicing?
What is your instrument?
I practice guitar. Yeah.
Okay, this is important. This is a very important question. I live in my building. There is where I live. There is a musician who practices maybe 18 hours a day.
Don't mention names.
And he doesn't get better. He doesn't deteriorate. He doesn't get better. Yeah, of course. Of course. And I tell you why. Because you have to pick your exact problem. There is something that you do really badly. I don't know what it is. I don't know you. I don't know your playing. But each of us, there is something that we really struggle with. And this is what we have to practice. My philosophy on that is very clear. If you want to be a motherfucker, musically, yeah, it's kind of a really good musician, you have to identify your number one problem. If you have more than one, number 2, number 3 problem, which is very difficult because we are all in denial of our problems without being Egyptians. And number two, you have to develop your own method to deal with your problem. If you come to me, I will teach you to deal with my problems. You don't want to know. My problems are, yeah? So you develop your own method to deal with your problem. Number one, identify the problems. Number two, develop your own method to deal with it. Then, ideally, in 10-15 minutes a day, you can solve all your problems. If you have a problem with time, there are a lot of methods to deal with time. Some people do chronocall. I do chronocall on every exercise that I do. I kind of do it rhythmically, change it, yeah? Everything that I think harmonically, I put it into chronocall. You know the chronocall is the Indian chicken masala, chicken masala, chicken masala. Yeah? Bring the root. Okay?
But some people would argue differently that, you cannot be good at everything, just stick at what you're good at and practice at that, rather than practice what you can do very well. What do you think?
It depends what you want to do.
If you're happy with the photo.
Exactly. If you go to reach a level that you say, okay, now I have to keep it 50 years and I don't want to get better, stick to it. But if you want to get better, build a program of 10 minutes a day. This is all what it takes. I know that this is what it takes because that's what I did. I never studied music. I had 5 music lessons in my life. But very good lessons.
And I'm not playing the band, but if you're playing band, I would imagine you have to present and listening. It's absolutely essential.
Listening before anything.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's essential.
It's music.
Yeah.
It's the art of sound, which many people forgot.
Yeah. You know why we do music? Because we like the sound of it.
not the view.
Not the rhythm of it, the sound of it.
Not the sight of it, the sound.
Everything is like the rhythm, the schmidt, and it's part of the sound.
Yeah.
And by the way, even sound. We started to play. You were just in the first one. You were a bit loud. We had vocal. Yeah. And then you can be louder than the vocal and then the focus shifts to you and then it goes back. Thank you so much. Enjoy.